Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to everyone. What is going on, everybody? This your man Dre Mack with another episode of the Dre Mack Show. Coming to you 7 o'clock in the morning. Of course, this is a live show. So I am here in the flesh. So make sure that y'all put y'all comments in the comment section. We got some stuff to discuss today. Number one is going to be the No T'Challa no sale petition. Kind of give you up to date on where we're at as far as that petition. Also going to discuss exactly what I talked about on last Friday. If you saw that broadcast, why defending T'Challa is so exhausting. Because exactly when I put up the petition, somebody came over and started to discuss how we couldn't place T'Challa in the MCU. It's just too precious. And I got something for that. When people tell you that T'Challa couldn't be replaced, I want you to say exactly these words.
Who told you that?
Exactly what I want to play in here. What's up, D Stizzle? What is up? Who told you that T'Challa was that Chadwick was just so great and so prolific as an actor that no one can ever be Black Panther? It's just too disrespectful. While all the while, white heroes get recycled and put in your face with a different with a different actor, same character. You know what I mean? So I'm going to discuss a little bit of something here. Exactly. They either up in their feelings or trolling. Or what he say, the boys in the hood, either they don't know or don't show what's going on when we talk about recast T'Challa in the hood. Oh, snap. Exactly. Just getting in your own way. So I'm going to discuss a couple things here because, I told this person I'm going live. So hopefully, if they want to watch me on YouTube, I'm on my Facebook right now. You know what I'm saying? Watching it from the Facebook channel. You know what I mean? This is inside my group on Facebook called The Legend of the Petty Nerds. And I live up to the name. You know what I mean? I don't have no problem addressing anything, especially in my own arena, which is this channel right here. So we gonna get into it. You already know what it is. You know how we do it. The real question is, shout out to my man Heavy Gan. Every time I say, hopefully you guys are happy, you guys are healthy. That's a shout out to my man Heavy Gan over there on the Heavy Gan channel. You know what I mean? Hey, what is up? Mr. Tube U 92 finally got up early to make it to a live. I appreciate you coming in and kicking it your early morning with your dog. I appreciate you. My brother, what is up? So, let me get this out of the way. Because I'm going to talk first of all. Let me talk about the petition first. Let me talk about the petition first. And then we're going to go. I'm going to go there with this. Oh, I think I need to pull up another. Hold on. Because right now, and I posted on a community page that we're up to 75 signatures, which is awesome. I mean, 79. We're up to 79 signatures so far on the No T'Challa no sale. So I kind of want to share that with you guys so you know exactly what's going on with the petition. So, I started this petition because I wanted to get in ahead of the game. Why is Marvel allowing EA to develop a game, the first solo Black Panther game with no T'Challa? You know what I'm saying? So this is why I got on this petition early. It is gaining momentum. Look, we just started this last week. You know what I mean? So to have 79 signatures right now, of the next goal to 100 is not bad at all. So everybody who signed the petition, who shared the petition after signing it, thank you so very much. I really appreciate, you guys actually sharing this petition, getting the word out there early. Again, you want to be proactive instead of reactive. This is something that I learned doing community work. Don't wait till a George Floyd situation happens. Let the conversation be known now. The stuff that you're not going to settle for. You know what I mean? You have to jump on this stuff early. You have to let your presence known early, because if you don't, you're being reactive, which the damage is already done. You see what I mean? So you got to get on this stuff early. You know what I mean? And make sure that your voice is loud. Make sure that your voice is heard, and make sure that when they think about doing something like this again, we have people who can come forward and be like, no, we're not doing this anymore. We're not taking it. We're not letting you dilute our first Black superhero. Let's do it like this. This guy was made for us. So we are not going to allow you to destroy the legacy of T'Challa in this medium or no other medium going forward. That's the type of voice that you need to have. And with any type of movement, dollars matter. Let me repeat that. The bottom line, dollar matters, because again, this is a business to make money. If you don't buy this game, EA doesn't make money. If you get what I'm saying, if you don't buy a ticket, then Marvel doesn't make money. And this is something, and like I said, no disrespect to E-Man. He had his own view on what he wanted to do as far as the petition, but the only way that people listen is if you show up to that theater. And if you don't show up to that theater and your voice is loud while you're not showing up to that theater, you're actually boycotting, because if you want stuff to get done, you don't spend no money. That's the way that you get things done in America. This is a capitalist society. So the bottom line is that if they don't make money, then they know you're serious. But if you spend your money anyway, and you just are okay how things go down, then they're going to continue to let things go down, if you get what I'm saying. So understand that there's a strategic way that this can be done and being effective. You think the Montgomery bus boycott, and all the boycotts in those the sit-ins and stuff like that, you know what it affected? The bottom line. That's what it affected. Them sit-ins in those in the 1960s and them walking to work and saying, I refuse. When it starts hitting the pockets, people listen. And that's what you guys have to, this is what you guys, people need to understand. When you do these petitions and you stuff like that, and you do it like this, you got to have an end game. And my end game is preceded in there to say, if you don't do this, yes, we are demanding because we are the consumers. I don't have to consume what you're doing. But if you want me to consume, these are demands that we're having. And if you don't meet those demands, then we'll boycott your game. Simple, effective, if you can get everybody on board. But yet, here we are. I live in a land where people are arguing with me on Facebook, on my phone, about something. I'm gonna give you an example, because instead of looking at what I wrote on inside of my group, he decides to tell me T'Challa can't be replaced. Thunderbolt Ross, that's different. Not knowing, I said, do you even read comics? Thunderbolt Ross is one of Bruce Banner's greatest adversaries. Damn it, he becomes the Red Hulk. What comic books are you reading? That Thaddeus Ross is not like, the a villain of the week. He's not a villain that you ain't heard of in a long time. You know what I mean? It ain't like he's one of these villains like the Porcupine or something like that, or some throwaway character. This is a character who's been around since the Incredible Hulk got created, and he's not important. If he wasn't important, why was he in the majority of the phase 1 through 3 movies? If Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross was just so ineffective, he was just there. You know what I mean? He could just be, he was one of the background people. If he's just so insignificant, you know what I mean? Why was he one of the main antagonists? Think about it. Why was he one of the main antagonists in Age of Ultron? I mean, no, let me take Age of Ultron back. In the Captain America Civil War, bringing up the superhero registration act and all of the things he was doing to try to get the Avengers. Even in Endgame, he showed up in Endgame. Y'all, they act like William Hurt was just so insignificant in the besides Abomination. Who was the main? For one, the main antagonist in the Incredible Hulk movie was always Thunderbolt Ross. Because without Thunderbolt Ross, you don't get the Abomination. You don't get Emil Blonsky getting that super soldier serum and going fucking nuts. You don't have any of that without Thunderbolt Ross. So you can't tell. It's not like he's a supporting character. You see what I mean? It's not like he's a supporting character. It's not like, he's Shuri, who became Black Panther for like 6 panels, but technically she's a supporting character in the books. You're talking about a guy who's been around since the height of the Civil Rights Movement, and he's just Chadwick was just so incredible that no one could be able to play that part. But you get 7 or 8 Superman since Christopher Reeves died. You get about 4 or 5 different Batmans. You know what I mean? They have put their superheroes in front of your face. They have no problem, brother, of making sure that you see white, strong, male, masculine heroes. But that black, male, strong, masculine hero, the one that's the king of a nation, oh, yeah, he's in despair. Can't nobody replace him. Just go ahead, just let him die. Let him rest in peace. He's the Undertaker. Let him rest in peace. He doesn't need to be resurrected. Go ahead, just bury him, because Chadwick was just so incredible. And if you actually add up Chadwick Boseman's actual time as T'Challa, I'm talking about screen time. I guarantee you it's less than an hour. I guarantee you it's less than an hour. So if this guy, and I love Chadwick, there's no diss to Chadwick. This is the studio. If he was so beloved and he was just so great and his legacy just lived on forever because he was black and he was male, and if he was so significant and it was just so honored, why didn't Marvel pay him after Black Panther blew up? When he went to go renegotiate his contract, why didn't they pay him? If he was just so incredible and so this and so that, yada yada yada, why did they pay him? Head to school, an uneducated person who claimed that this is all EA is doing. EA doesn't own the Black Panther IP. Marvel has to sign up for the decisions like that. Exactly. Marvel's collaborated with Sony on the Spider-Man games of Square Enix Marvel's Avengers. Exactly. There's nothing insignificant about Thaddeus Ross. The man is a Red Hulk in the comics. You know what I'm saying? But they're just trying to make this dude seem like he's nobody. And this is what I could tell. These are your casual fans, the ones that Marvel knew that they could brainwash this casual fan like this. Let me just read you what he said. I ain't gonna mention the brother's name or whatever, but if you want to come in this comment section, I'm in the smoking section. and I got a big stogie. I'm ready for all the smoke. If anybody know me, I don't give a damn. I'm ready for all smoke. You know what I mean? Especially when I know I'm right. I'm ready for all of it. Let's put out this. Let's start a bonfire. It doesn't matter, but I'm ready for the smoke. So let me just put. This is what this brother put. Now again, I'm emphasizing a brother put this. Thunderbolt is replaceable. Anybody can play him. Not everybody can play Black Panther. That's why they introduced his son, and we got Shuri. Hold up. Where my clip at? Where's my clip at?
Who told you that?
Find out who told this brother that anybody. Thunderbolt Ross is replaceable. He can play that, but not everybody can play Black Panther. So, hold up, I'm gonna use this logic. Let's use this logic. Let me take this off the screen real quick. Let's use this logic. If anybody can be Black Panther, then why did they create make him a baby daddy? If anybody could just be, why they want to age this kid up to be the new T'Challa? It's just anybody. Why did they make Shuri? They should just honor it and kill the whole entire thing. Because T'Challa, like Bruce Wayne, is the main character of the story. There's no story without T'Challa. So why did they give you a substitute? If nobody else could play Black Panther, and we've seen that, it went from $1.5 billion to $600 million worldwide. So obviously, there's a disconnect. See, what you don't understand, brother, is that you got brainwashed by Marvel to be like, well, anybody can play any of these other white characters. Anybody can play any of these other superheroes. But T'Challa? Oh, no. Can't nobody do that. Hey, I swear so for God, if you do that, the social media gonna eat you up. Don't you do that. Don't you piss off them good white folks. Because let me tell you what else he said. Let me get to it. Because like I said, I'm all for the smoke. And again, this had nothing to do with what I put down. Hold up. This is exactly what he put. And I'm reading it. I'm ready for the smoke. So if you want to chime in, I'm here. I'm here. Like my boy Pat, I've been watching quarterback on Netflix. My quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, I'm him. You don't woke the wrong mother lover up. You don't woke the wrong mother lover up. Early in the morning, I'm for the smoke. He said, the Dre Mack Show, Thunderbolt Ross is not even a big main character. What? What? This is exactly what this brother said. Thunderbolt Ross is not even a big main character. So what is been so many so what? So what? So what's his business? That's what he said. And I'm going to read it just like so what's his business? So many Supermans and Batmans that this is ours. And we honor that. On top of that, it's dead hard to recast Black Panther because mainly because of social media going to eat the person alive with comparisons, and that's why it's smarter just to carry on the legacy with his son and bring him in with the young Avengers. We just had Wakanda Forever literally last year. It's way too soon to recast Superman. Way too soon to recast Superman. Got recast, but not right out the gate. He's the only one who died while still being him, Batman. Also, nobody died while they still continuously playing him in different characters. Black Panther is directed by Ryan Coogler, so it's the same direction. The first, but changed it a bit because rumor was Black Panther was gonna get killed by Namor. What kind of bullshit is this? Where's my clip? Where's my clip?
Who told you that?
Who told you that? Who told you that? I don't care what people will think about this. Why are you picking on this man? Why are you saying in this whole slave voice? Because that's exactly what you sound like when you repeat things that you don't, when you say things you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That's why. Because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And you're just talking and you're just yapping and you just want something to argue with. Did I not say that on Friday? Did I not say that? It ain't this dude is not Mexican. He's not Asian. He's not white American. He's not white European. He's not Middle Eastern, Polynesian, Japanese, Chinese, Tibetan. You know what I'm saying? From Nigeria, Sudanese, Egyptian. You know what I mean? None of that. Black, good old American who just, social media will just start comparing them. And then what? What you gonna do then? Huh? What she gonna do then? Oh, they're gonna have to pull back, sir. Man, don't let another black actor get that because, man, oh man. What? And T'Challa Jr. gonna be part of the Young Avengers. Oh my God. Again, exhausting. Exhausting. And see, and again, he didn't read my petition. He didn't read anything I had to say. He didn't even try to go read it. He just immediately, I'm talking about I posted it, immediately, 3 minutes later, here come this brother. You don't need to recast T'Challa. Why y'all gonna do that? We need to honor him. I sure hate that white people. You get to see Batman's or whatever. So what? They never dies in the comics. None of them never died. I'm gonna tell you one. You know how important Dumbledore is in the mythos of Harry Potter? And the original Dumbledore died. I can't think of his name. And then he was replaced, you know what I mean, in the next movie. You went from Prisoner of Azkaban to the Goblet of Fire, because Harry Potter's my shit. And recast. Easily recast. The show must go on. And he is very important to Harry Potter. He's a supporting character, but he's very important to Harry Potter throughout Goblet of Fire, Half-Blood Prince, Goblet of Fire, it's Goblet of Fire, Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, in the last two movies, I forgot the names. My man Blue is in the house. Man, let me just shout out Blue, because every time I get into the recast of T'Challa, I never mention my man Blue. My man Blue been doing his work on recast of T'Challa and all that. I want to make sure that I shout out my guy, you know what I'm saying, along with the other ones, Shield and all of that. But I need to shout out my man Blue, because I called him personally and say, you know what, I'm sorry, because that's the type of guy that I am. Recast of T'Challa. I sure hate that y'all come in and y'all be talking about just replacing old Chadwick. Chadwick can't live, and y'all just be, man, y'all gonna be comparing, and it's just gonna be so bad. What? Dude, Henry Cavill was just in Black Adam. Black Adam came out in what, 2022? Guess who got replaced? Guess who just got who was just on the outs? It's too early to be recasted. Nobody even in the recast of T'Challa petition, it never said that they were looking for a media recast. It's just said do not kill off the character. You could have did anything else, but no, we have to witness his funeral. Oh man, you see what they did with the funeral? Man, that was just, I came down in my little T'Challa shirt, you know what I'm saying? And my little T'Challa hat, and man, and we had good time worshiping, you know what I'm saying, and sending old T'Challa up to heaven, even though he never died in the comics. Oh Lord, we gonna What is we gonna do when they do this? Jesus, Lord have mercy. But I want to play something from Chill that I was watching earlier, and this would explain. And then I got one more video to play, and then I'm gonna go into the secret invasion conversation. So let me play this real quick. This is from Chillmonger, and I wanted to play this because this is why exactly that I'm making fun of this dude and what he was saying, because this is what it reminds me of, is when you try to dilute the character and you don't have any love, admiration for a black character. You just seen a character, they seen a character on film, don't know the comic history, don't nothing. Seen the comic character on film, the actor died, and was like, nah, we can't do nothing with that. Nobody else could be able to play that. All these talented black actors and nobody else could play a role. So that makes it think that you don't think blacks are talented enough to be able to do the things that white people have been doing for years. And that's more detrimental than what you just, than anything that you said. That mentality to think that it can only be one, which I played from Chadwick last week. Remember, all of this is coming back into play. Everything that I said literally is being drawn out right now. When Chadwick said it's unfair and it's a little bit scary to think that people think there can only be one, and just not all of these people are talented. Who gives a fuck if they compare, the next person who plays T'Challa to Chadwick Boseman? Who gives a shit? As long as the guy portrays the character, you know what I'm saying, and his acting is good, I don't give a fuck. Who gives a shit? If the movie makes $1 billion fucking dollars, is that all that matters? Let me get to Chill real quick. My man Chillmonger. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe to his channel. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to Blues House and all the rest of the people that I shout out. But let's get to what my man Chill is talking about on the Keeping T'Challa Down.
My favorite YouTube channel. It's called Chillmonger.
It's not mine.
Dr. Evel Ewing did an interview on blackcomiclords.net. I'm going to read a bit of it, and you'll read the rest when you have a chance to, because the article is attached down there. Given the controversy of the prior writer's run, what made you decide not to do an immediate fix? The answer from the author is that I am lucky as a writer to write across many genres, and when I write my books and many other projects, I write alone and I make all the decisions alone. But comics are a team sport, and canon is part of the game. So you know where this direction is going. I'm just going to compare it, before we read the rest of the answer, to like politics. Trump's the president. In comes Joe Biden. All right, what does he do on his first day? He signs a whole bunch of legislation. Mm-hmm. Some of these executive orders and things that he puts down undo the prior stuff. He doesn't go, I'm going to keep the Muslim ban, actually. I don't want to shake things up.
And I'm glad that he said it like this to make it in plain English, because that's basically what happens. Is that anytime what's going on, Terrell Austin is in the house. We cast T'Challa and bring it to T'Challa for video games. Exactly. But what normally happens in politics is that they'll bring in a new regime and they'll sign a bunch of crap, but keep some of the stuff from the old regime just so they don't piss people off. You know what I mean? And that's why, and if you ask anybody, when Obama was president, after, and then Trump won, and it was like, well, all he did was sign a bunch of stuff that Obama already had in play. That's exactly what exactly. And that's exactly what they do. You see what I mean? They'll string a carrot along with you, like, we'll do this, we'll do that. You know what I mean? While all of a sudden making stuff. See, what they'll do is they'll push stuff to align what their ideology is and what they need, the agendas they want to push. They'll do that and leave a little bit over here. You know what I mean? So you can be like, well, at least he's gonna build a wall. Yeah, okay. No one could play Superman like George Reeves. Christopher Reeves. Oops, Brandon Roth. Oops, my bad. Henry Cavill. Wait, what's my point exactly? And that's what I told dude. This is exactly okay. After he gave me, I said we didn't say that when Christopher Reeves or George Reeves when they died after playing the role of Superman, or how many Batmans have we had? The first black superhero that was made for you was exclusive to was inclusive to just Chadwick Boseman. William Hurt died of cancer and now being recasted with Harrison Ford, and will leave a movie called The Thunderbolts. But the first black superhero in mainstream comics has to be sidelined because of the actor's death. Sounds idiotic. God rest Chadwick's soul, but there are plenty of talented black actors that could continue the legacy of Black Panther T'Challa, son of T'Chaka, unless you believe we don't have talent, which is a whole different conversation altogether. Mic drop. See, they think when people argue, they think we're stupid. Especially, and this is what I'm starting to see. And I'm about to call it out, and it's probably going to piss people off, and I don't give a shit. A lot of y'all a lot of black people don't respect black nerds. The blurs, the ones that actually buy these comics, y'all don't respect us. Y'all respect white nerds. If a white dude came out right now and said recast T'Challa and what they do in T'Challa is wrong, you'll jump on the bandwagon. But when black people say it, they look like me. They don't look like Steve Urkel or MT from New Rock Stars. You know what I'm saying? When they look like me and they talk like me, or they talk like my brother, and we up in here and we're really talking about, yeah, we want our first black superhero character because we spend money on these fucking books. We spend this money. We do what the fuck we supposed to do as comic book blurs and go ahead and buy the merch. We buy the books. We get in with the lore. No matter if it's Black Panther, Deadpool, Spider-Man, Batman, X-Men, whatever, man. We are down for it. But you casual fans look at us like we're stupid. Like we don't know what we're talking about because you're going off a movie. You're just an average moviegoer who's going because you're bored, or you want to go on a date, or you want to just go watch a movie because you have nothing else to do with your life, because you don't have an imagination to go out and explore these books that we're defending. Oh yeah, I'm going there. Because I see this with black people. When it comes to black nerds, if we don't look the part, y'all don't take us seriously. Or if we're not white. And that's a problem that I had last week, is because a lot of y'all don't respect us. We're talking about real blurs. They go out here and spend this money. They go out here and buy these comics. We'll go and spend money on it. Well, let me get it in the camera. We'll go spend money on this. Comic books. Spending money. Comic books. And you gonna tell me your funky ass don't watch the goddamn movie and you know so much right now. That's what I have a problem with. Let me get back to chill.
It's a team sport. We're a country. We're still the same country. That doesn't happen. And if something's detrimental to the brand, which is making him not the king and making him the position that he's in, then it's in best interest of everybody alive to undo that. With a character like T'Challa, whom many writers have had their hands over several generations. Sorry, the camera right now and the tripod is blocking my direction. Several generations. There will always be decisions that I agreed with or that fit with my taste, and others that are maybe not the route I would have taken. That is the politest way to say you didn't like what Human Garbage wrote.
Because that was trash.
But regardless, with any character, unless it's someone I'm inventing from scratch, my view is that my job is to pick up the ball and run, not to throw it away and say we're playing a different game. You have another kind of duty as well, and it's to fight racism is one way to put it, but just anything. If you're not aware of what's happening with the Black Panther brand and the dilution of what makes them special, if you're not aware of the video game that they're going to make, it's a Black Panther video game, right? Awesome news, right? T'Challa's not going to be there. There's actually an effort right now to have competition within T'Challa, the main character, the primary character,
And this is what I wanted to. This is the part of the video that I wanted to play. What he's going to say, I'm gonna run it back because what he's saying is correct. They want to dilute Black Panther to mantles. So that's why, and he's going to explain why they're coming out with that Captain America Black Panther game that talks about Azuri, the grandfather of T'Challa. You know what I'm saying? Then you're gonna have a game that's supposedly based, because I don't think that leak just came from anywhere. But you're gonna have a game that's based on T'Challa. I mean, that's based on Black Panther dying at the beginning, and you get to take the helm. What kind of morbid ass shit is this? Why do we? And this is another thing what they don't understand, and this is why the petition is so important, and why you have to jump on and take your and touch and use your voice. Black Death is disturbing. Let me say that again. Black Death is disturbing. Unless y'all doing the 19, what was it? In Black Panther, I'm sorry, in Fantastic Four number 52, when you're a young T'Challa and you're seeing the death of your father. If you're not kicking that off, you know what I mean? Because that is lore. That is something that you can build upon, because that is in the comics. It was his first introduction. If his father got killed in the beginning of it, and you're T'Challa, a young T'Challa has to shoot down the people, the colonizers that came in to Wakanda. You know what I mean? And then and then you show him going off to college and training and all of that, and now being the defender. You got me. But if he doesn't do that, this is bullshit, and it's morbid. Yes, me too. Me too.
Of Black Panther, competition within his own brand, so that when you say Black Panther, you don't think of him. I'm wearing a Superman t-shirt. Great example. I didn't even.
What up, Second Street Marvel?
You know who this is. It's Clark Kent Superman, right? You're not thinking about that time in the alternate universe, or you're not even thinking about Supergirl, who wears the same thing, right? Because It's just a symbol of hope for Krypton. You know who it is. You know the brand. They're not trying to give that to T'Challa. Making him not the king for the sake of respecting canon. Like I didn't just read this Ultimate Invasion book where Jonathan Hickman himself, a writer of T'Challa, let me find the pages with him, doesn't have him wearing the T'Challa getup that's happening now, right? This comic book came a week after Black Panther.
Now, I'm going to kind of stop it here, but I want to say something about, and I have no problem with Eve Ewing. I like her run so far. But when you say, when you make that comment about, well, everything is a canon and yada, 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 what it sounds like, and I'm going to be very honest, I'm just happy to be here. So I'll write whatever I can just so I can be here. And the more in the let me say it like this. The comic writers that I remember, like the Frank Millers and the Chris Claremonts, the Jonathan Hickmans, Daniel Ways, what they did was take what was canon and build upon it in their own unique way. And they made a way where that comic is now, you can tell their writing style. But if you're just happy to be there and you're just doing something so you don't look like how bad the last guy is, you're not being revolutionary. You're not being the type of writer who could be able to take it to the next level and be able to expand on what you believe that you're the writer. Don't tell me what you can't do. If you what's the young lady who is Miss Marvel, Emil, I can't pronounce her name. She's getting ready to write Miss Marvel. Do you not think she's going to write it in the way that she thinks is canon or anything? Hell no. Hell no. She's going to write the character the way she thinks. Emil Alaska, I can't think of how you pronounce her name. But she's going to write the book the way that she wanted. You know what I mean? Like, that's just like me becoming a supervisor at my job, which I'll give y'all a little hint. I got a hint that I might be moving into a certain position at my job. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm defending stuff. I defend stuff anyway. You know what I'm saying? But since I'm a union brother, you know what I'm saying? I got some inside track that I might be going to the straight union route. You know what I'm saying? That somebody's looking at me for a union, you know what I'm saying, duties or whatever. So as me, just like the writer's strike and all that, which we'll talk about tonight on the Blurred as fuck. I mean, the Blurred AF, I can't really Blurred AF experience tonight. You know, I'm going to stand with my people, and that's what I do. I defend, I stand with my people, but I back it up with facts. So if you debate me, I'm going to back it up with facts on top of facts on top of facts. Don't give me prep time because I'm a Batman your ass. I'm a T'Challa your ass. Trust and believe that. So don't give me prep time. So when I defend, trust, and believe, I'm going off of this for what I know, not for what I heard. You know what I mean? But if I became, I get in this position, right? And the prior guy, he did it this way. Oh, okay, he did it this way. I'm going to take a little bit of what he did, but I got to be me. And if I don't allow myself to be me, then who am I? Am I just happy to get a job right now during a recession? Or am I really trying to make an impact on this genre, especially when it comes to comics? Like, for me, the reason why I like X-Men and I like New Mutants, especially the early New Mutants run, was because of Chris Claremont. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, one of the reasons why I like Batman is Frank Miller. It's one of the main reasons why I like Batman. And I'm not a big DC guy at all, but the way Frank Miller wrote the character got me. It got me so intrigued that I wanted to know more about this character. You know what I mean? Joe Kelly and Fabian Nicieza, when they was writing Deadpool, that's why I'm a Deadpool fan. They took, when was it Rob Liefeld? When Rob Liefeld created this character, he wasn't breaking the fourth wall. He was just annoying as shit, but he wasn't breaking the fourth wall. He wasn't doing Deadpool things. But Joe Kelly and Fabian Nicieza, they was like, man, gotta have this guy breaking the fourth wall, doing all these kind of goofy stuff. He's very self-aware. You know what I'm saying? Even more self-aware than She-Hulk. And man, the comic book is awesome. And I became a Deadpool fan from that. So don't tell me what you can't do. Christopher Priest took over Black Panther in 1998. Remember, the comic book character was dormant from 88 to 98. We didn't really get any Black Panther. You know what I mean? But when he took it over and he knew he was going to the Marvel Knights line because that's where comics was going to die, he was doing Deadpool too. You know what I mean? Because he wrote some Deadpool. What did Christopher Priest do? He resurrected that character to all-time heights. So don't tell me what you can't do. So it just to me in that, and I want you to read the article for yourself. Go to Chillmonger's video, read it. I mean, watch the video, then read the article for yourself. To me, it sounds like a cop-out. That's what it sounds like. So let me just get to one more thing. One more thing. And give me just a second, y'all. Let me see if this is still on. Still online. Hold on. Let's go to there. This is from 5 years ago. This is from Hollywood News. Oh my God. Can I skip this? Okay. Let me show y'all that. David Michelinie. He's a really good writer too. But let me show you this, and then we're about to go into the next topic.
Created the comic book superhero Black Panther in the 1960s. The largest audience they could reach was at most 200,000 through circulation. But when the Marvel Studios film starring Chadwick Boseman opens this weekend, it will be seen by millions of fans around the world. Excitement and anticipation for the movie directed by Ryan Coogler are at a boiling point. The film was projected to open to $100 to $150 million and could become the biggest launch ever for a Marvel Cinematic Universe hero's first standalone movie.
And what was it? The biggest blockbuster, the biggest opening for a solo Marvel film in history. Nobody has still ain't touched. Has anybody touched a solo project? Has anybody touched what Black Panther did?
Black Panther is already being heralded by those who have seen it as a cultural movement.
I don't want to get this thing blocked because man.
Kirby died in 1994, but his family tells The Hollywood Reporter's comic book movie destination Heat Vision that the legendary artist would be overcome with joy and likely some shock with how beloved his one-time risky character has become. Kirby's son Neil told THR's Ryan Parker, 50 years ago, he could have never envisioned the statement that this movie is making and the way it is being embraced by everybody. He added, in terms of a message, that was always his intention, but he could have never envisioned reaching this size of an audience. Created in 1966 by Lee and Kirby, Black Panther was revolutionary as the first African superhero in mainstream comics. Considered by Kirby as one of his most important creations for its message to
Now, remember. It was on that CGI at the end was Neo and Mr. Smith level of wacky CGI. Now, mind you, Jack Kirby, I'm gonna run this back because I want you to hear why it was so important, why these people do not understand what I'm talking about.
His most important creations for its message, T'Challa, aka Black Panther, was a black man with brawn, brains, wealth, and advanced technologies, introduced in the middle of the civil rights movement. Neil Kirby.
And again, why is he so important? Why would you bury that? Let's run that back. Let's run it back one more time.
Was revolutionary as the first African superhero in mainstream comics. Considered by Kirby as one of his most important creations for its message, T'Challa, aka Black Panther, was a black man with brawn, brains, wealth, and advanced technologies, introduced in the middle of the civil rights movement.
Now, why is that not important to have? Why would you bury that with the legacy of Chadwick Boseman, the actor? Why wouldn't you allow that to carry on? Because this is the first black mainstream superhero in Marvel in actually mainstream comics history. We're not talking about all Negro comics. We're talking about mainstream comics from Marvel, DC, Atlas, etc. Why would you let that die with the actor? Riddle me that. Why would you allow Marvel to continue to push that out the door? Now, if they cared, this is why this is so important. The petition is so important. And I wish we would have fought a little bit stronger on recast T'Challa. If that is so important to King Kirby, King Jack, two of my favorite comic creators, Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman, who created Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? They were big. Kevin Eastman was a big fan. His favorite comic book drawer and writer was Jack Kirby. If this character was so important, it was to honor and all of that, why would they not honor Jack Kirby's wishes and allow the character he created? Because he had black friends like, damn, I wish I could make a black character for them. And he did that. If T'Challa was so important to him, why wouldn't they let that go? Because they already know that if we could kill this off, little black boys don't have to grow up like that. Let them get Shuri. They'll be happy with Shuri. Hell, the way dude was talking on Facebook, he'll just be happy to have a character on screen. Whether it's wrong or anything, they'll just be happy to have a character on screen. Let them have a character and not the character. That's the problem. Let me finish this.
Bill Kirby, a high school senior when Black Panther first appeared in Fantastic Four number 52 in summer 1966, remembers his father talking to him about introducing the character. He said, "I recall during the winter or early spring, he asked me what I would think of a black superhero in the comics. Of course, he was very much for it, as we all were at the time." He added, "My father was a very socially liberal person. He would have been the Bernie Sanders of his day. He very much believed in social justice and equality, so he honestly thought it was time. Why shouldn't African Americans have their own superhero?" But such a character at the time.
I mean, it's so. This is one reason why I like Jack Kirby, because he was progressive, but he already knew. He already knew. He already knew. Why can't they have their own? And again, this is why this petition is so important. Why would you allow them to take it away? Don't get caught up in there. Well, they honor Chadwick. They loved him so much. Why didn't they pay him? They loved him so much. Why didn't they give him more screen time? They loved him so much. Why didn't they make him a baby daddy? They loved him so much. Why didn't they recast to continue the legacy of T'Challa? Even in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, he could have been off on a space mission. You do have Intergalactic Empire that was going on. That run by Ta-Nehisi Coates was going on during Black Panther, when Black Panther was on screen. So it ain't like you can't go into the space station. Hell, Nick Fury's in the space station, or is that the real Nick Fury, or LMD, or a Skrull, or whoever? But we can't get another T'Challa.
Time was risky both creatively and for life and limb. However, Kirby didn't care, according to his son. The comic book legend dealt with.
If he didn't care, if Jack Kirby didn't care what folks think, let me reread this, because this is what dude said. If Jack Kirby did not care about what people think, then why did this man put this? Say this. This brother said, Thunderbolt Ross is not even a big main character, and so what? Has been so many Supermans and Batmans that's them. This is ours, and we honor that. On top of that, it's definitely hard to recast Black Panther, mainly because social media going to eat the person alive with comparisons. This is why it's smarter to carry. This is a run-on sentence. I can't read this. I don't even gonna read this garbage. You know what I'm saying? SAJ K-Doc Saint, what's going on, brother? What is up? You know what I mean? But again, because of that run-on sentence, he missed the whole entire point. The whole entire point was to make an emphasis on why T'Challa is important.
Adversity before over another character, Captain America, who was portrayed as punching Adolf Hitler in the face in his 1941 first issue. Neil Kirby recalled, "I remember at one time he received a letter or something happened, and he was a little concerned." He added, "It kind of went back to his day when he and Joe Simon created Captain America, and they were receiving death threats from the American Nazi Party in New York. And as the story goes, Mayor LaGuardia put a police car outside their studio. So there was a little concern there again, but it was a passing thing. I don't think he ever expected blowback like the KKK coming after him or anything like that." More than anything, the Kirby family says they are happy that the legendary artist is finally getting his due for creating numerous popular Marvel characters with Lee. So will you be checking out?
And again, they didn't honor him because they went and this guy. I mean, you know, Chadwick again. God rest Chadwick's soul. I love Chadwick, but he's not T'Challa. He's not T'Challa. And again, this is from Jack Kirby's family. So he would have been honored to see his character, the one he created, which I'm glad he didn't do that original one with that cape, because that was terrible. But I'm glad that he created this character, you know, for us. So why can't we fault? He fought. Just think about it like this. Jack Kirby received death threats because of Black Panther, because he had the foresight as a white Jewish man to create something for us. Why can't we have his back and make sure that we defend what he created? Think about it like, just think about it like that. Just think about it like that. That's all I'm getting at. If he, and I'm going to repeat it, if he at his time received death threats and all of that for what he created, why can't we honor him and fight for what his creation for us. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's get to the article. Let's get to the article. I think I said enough on this. Hopefully y'all understand where our brother is coming from. And if y'all, all I ask y'all to do is just give me some thumbs up in the or if y'all in the chat, give brother some thumbs up. This article I came across on let me get to y'all comments. My fault. Let me get to some of y'all comments. And again, Second Street, I appreciate you coming in. Blues House, all of you guys, I really appreciate y'all. These writers don't care about their legacy. It's all for show now. Exactly. And this is exactly, if they don't get it together, comic book writers is going to be replaced by AI too. And David Michelini, my favorite writer. Who do we blame, the writer or the editor-in-chief? I say if the writer does what they're supposed to do, you know what I mean? And it's a report that the editor-in-chief said nah, then that's what we do. But do what, man, everybody who's revolutionary took a chance. It didn't back down and wasn't no punk. So stop being a punk and do what you got to do. Write what you want to write. Yeah, it was. Right. That fight was rubbery. Black Panther Wakanda Forever is lower than the first Black Panther movie. Exactly. It didn't even make half for the first original Black Panther movie. Edre, because according to casuals, the character started and end with Chadwick. You're right. They don't know nothing else but a movie. Wakanda Forever is what you get when Disney directly influenced the end product. Disney ruins everything. Disney most definitely ruined that movie. Yeah, King Kirby. Y'all got to put some respect on Jack Kirby. Kids who love superheroes know what the deal is more than these so-called grown-ups. Exactly. Put some respect on Jack King Kirby. Marvel Studio will say we will have Sam Wilson, Captain America, to look up to. Nah, I'm not a fan of him. And he ain't been around. Remember Sam Wilson was a pimp at one time. That's all I'm saying. It is so much disrespect on film. So much. In SSK, man, I watched you and Chill's video the other day too. Y'all did an amazing job. Loved it. Keep up that good work. I need to see T'Challa, Namor versus Doom. Exactly. Just like Christopher Reeves is not Clark Kent, Tobey Maguire is not Peter Parker. But we can get 80 million white characters, man. But we honor, y'all won't honor Jack Kirby who created them. And you talking about, well, we honor our characters. What if we honored our black superheroes? Where's the media? Where's the petition for Meteor Man from all you casual fans to get him back on screen? What about Shaq Steele? Want to get that back on screen? Let's do that. Okay. Just making up shit at that point. At this point, Marvel's going to do their own thing. They have no desire to fix their mistakes. Disney is a mess. I'm going to present something to you guys, and it even hurts for me to say this, but with the complete disrespect of T'Challa, is it time? Is it going to be time? Unless they make a change or bring back T'Challa. I don't even right now. It's just as long as it's T'Challa, King, son of T'Chaka, if he comes from an alternate universe, you know what I'm saying? If he's a Skrull, or just I need T'Challa, son of T'Chaka back. If they don't bring that back, and we just now getting Deadpool in the MCU, but man, this is starting to make me not even want to fool with Marvel for real. I known those Kirby facts since the 90s. But I mean, I'm getting to the point where, like, dude, why do we have to beg for our character? It's like we're begging now. And I don't feel like begging. I feel like take it. I take what I want. I don't beg for shit. We can go get it. So I'm just at this point, like, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have to start hurting bottom lines. Because this doesn't make any sense to continue to fight and argue for a character that should just be ours. Just be on screen, period. I mean, we seen that they could do variants. They could do all these variants for K, but there's no other Black Panther out here in the universe. Bullshit. Come on, dog. And now we're going on what? Is it the third year Chadwick's death? So what time? I don't want to hear time progress because, like I said, Dumbledore got replaced in the next movie. They just replaced Henry Cavill after his goofy ass showed up in Black Adam, which came out last year. His ass is toast, replaced. So don't talk about time. Don't do that. Because now you're just giving the studio. You think studios give a fuck? They care about their bottom dollar. So again, if you protest, if you really boycott, you sit shit out, that sends a message. All right. Thus far, Secret Invasion has been a big disappointment among fans. I'm going to ask you guys, is Secret Invasion a big disappointment? But I'm going to read it. So thus far, let me just full screen this too. So thus far, Secret Invasion has been a big disappointment among many fans of the MCU. The currently running Disney Plus series star Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury takes on the contingent of shape-shifted aliens known as Skrulls. Secret Invasion is based on the beloved Marvel Comics run of the same name, and fans have been itching to see if Marvel Studios could faithfully bring the same level of political intrigue and deception that was present on the page. Because of the comics run reputation, Secret Invasion quickly became one of the most anticipated series on the MCU slate, feeling set to be a gripping political thriller set within the superpower universe. However, here's why up to this point the potential has been squandered. So let's get to that. I want you guys to put in the comment section what you guys think, and I'm gonna read it here in just a second. Secret Invasion dresses up as a political thriller. Let's read this. And this is from oh shit. The direct. Yeah, the direct. Okay. One key pillar of Secret Invasion's comic run is its allegory of modern concerns about not being able to trust anyone, both in and out of the government. It is a political thriller in which the enemy can be anyone. However, to put it bluntly, Secret Invasion feels like it's trying to do its best impression of a political espionage thriller akin to Americans or a Mission Impossible without successfully accomplishing it. Watching this series can feel like a whiteboard checklist of what some executive deem makes a cool espionage-based drama. This makes the series feel less like an edge of one seat's paranoid adventure and more like a spy thriller to-do list. Talking like a spy. The biggest problem many have had with the Secret Invasion series has been the writing. It's been its writing, which, let's be real, a lot of the Marvel MCU Disney Plus shows have had one thing in common that everybody gets pissed off about is the writing. So let me get to what they said on the writing. On many fronts, one can see the Disney Plus title trying its absolute best to be cool, but that is no more prevalent than in this dialogue. Much of the writing comes as merely a vessel to have the cool character say the cool things at the end of it. As an example, in episode 4, a conversation takes place between Nick Fury and his newly introduced wife, Vera. After Vera does the screenwriting sin of telling and not showing when it comes to her past, Nick dives into a poem the audience had been introduced in the prior episode. This blatant metaphor for the situation the two characters are in feels unnatural, lacks any sort of subtlety, and is something that was simply there to be quote unquote cool. This is not the only MCU project to have dialogue like this, but without a gripping story or stunning set pieces, some of those other titles audiences will much less forgiving. This issue with the writing has been a symptom of series production, however. One early indication the script was possibly in trouble came in July of 2022 when a new writer was brought in onto the project amid reshoots. But it's hard to know, was there both before and after the studio decided to go back and refilm some of the series. Way too many twists. So let me get to some of you guys' comments first. And let me just see where we at. SS K-Dot said, with the money they put into Secret Invasion, it could have been a film trilogy instead. In my opinion, all the MCU heroes should be a part of this show. Secret Invasion feels too small. And I do agree that they should actually have superheroes in here. And you come to find that there's, that some of these people are Skrulls. I do agree with you on that. When Cuz for Spartacus died next season, he was replaced. The show must go on. Exactly. Secret Invasion should have been an Avengers film, but the show is better than She-Hulk. She-Hulk was. I don't even want to go there because every time somebody brings that up, I get mad and I'm going to talk. I want to throw things. For me, it's disappointment because it's called Secret Invasion. It's a decent show in a vacuum if you can ignore that, which I really can. And I agree with that. There's certain things that I like about Secret Invasion. There's certain things that it just does not feel like we're really getting Secret Invasion. You know what I'm saying? Now, they have 2 episodes left, but it doesn't feel like we're really getting Secret Invasion. Like, they could have did cameos from, it's Samuel Jackson. You could have got Chris Rock and other people, other celebrities. Then you found out that they're Skrulls. You know what I'm saying? It could have been so much. You want to say more to that? Oh, my bad. I took away the comment. Also, they should have waited to release this after Fantastic Four and X-Men arrived. They don't have enough heroes in place to pull off the story right and make it pop. I can agree with that. I don't disagree with that at all. Secret Invasion in name only, like Age of Ultron. And that was more like the day of Ultron, the week of Ultron, maybe like 3 days. All right. This should have been its own phase event culminating to a big film. It could have been. Keita, what is going on? How you doing this morning? Keita is up in the house. What is up? What is up? Shalom to you. Morning. The MCU should have never sidelined Nick Fury for years. And then you do the whole blip thing and you don't show us what he dealt with after he came back from the blip. That's one of the problems. That there's a lot of stuff they sell you, but you don't see it. The show feels like a spinoff series, like a tie-in issue from a big Secret Invasion film that didn't exist. Yeah. Oh, God. I didn't even think about it like that. Yeah. Like a one-shot. Like that one-shot, like the Secret Invasion's one-shot. That's what it kind of feels like. The ramification of this show should spread out throughout the MCU, but it seems too contained. They think it's too small. They need to think big. And it's funny because all my theory videos are big, and it doesn't seem like they're going to go big with this. It's almost like they're afraid to take a chance to go back, go as a comic book fantasy as possible. The general audience will understand. They have a Taco Raccoon. We know it's not right. Exactly. If I can have a Taco Raccoon, damn it, you could give me a real Secret Invasion. I'm telling you, James Gunn and Peter Safran has a chance to pull off the movie to show transition properly. MCU is adjusted to it right now. And this is something that K-Dot, that James Gunn came out and said that if you are in the movies, you will be in the TV shows. You will be in the cartoons. Everything is going to coexist. It's going to be one tight unit. You know what I mean? And that is where Marvel is lacking. This is why I said that when James Gunn, because he's been at Marvel for so long and saw the mistakes, is going to be the Monday Night Wars, WCW versus WWF all over again, except it's going to be DC and Marvel old school style, and I'm ready for that. I feel like people working at Marvel Studios are experts in making movies, but don't know how to structure shows. And that could be in when they got rid of the one guy was not Jeff Loeb. The guy who was running Marvel's television division. I think that's what happened. You know what I mean? Because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., people still talk about how good Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is to this day. And you don't have that same level of what Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did with less big name characters than you do now. And in the Disney Plus shows. Now, I'm not saying all of them, but I get what you're saying. You said, remember, hold on, it's taking a minute for this to come up. Remember, the studio told the showrunners not to read those Secret Invasion comics. Standard procedures now. Yeah, well, if Nate Moore has anything to do with it, they've been doing nothing but movies for 11 years. So they're clear that they're just producing this show is new to them, and that's what it kind of feels like. All right, so for fans of the Breaking Bad style end of the season twist, Secret Invasion has got plenty. The mouth gape, I didn't see that coming moment has become a staple of modern television. Secret Invasion uses it at on every single episode. All of the first 4 installments of the series has ended with one of these, with 3 of them having to do with a main character being killed. Maria Hill in episode 1 felt way too premature, as it seemed like she was going to have a bigger part of the show, yet she was killed for little to no reason. And Gaia in episode 3 with no real shock, as Marvel Studios did not hire an actor of Emilia Clarke's caliber to keep her around for 3 episodes. Exactly. So when people was asking me, do you think she's dead? Hell nah. We already seen her in more film. We seen her in other stuff. And again, I don't think Talos is dead. Man, first of all, man, you can't tell me that flesh wound is the reason why he's dead. Talos in episode 4 stings a bit, but it did feel like his death came with the ceremony or emotional point that losing a long-time character should have. These sort of twists are great when they're used sparingly, but when the viewer can seemingly expect each and every episode to end with one, it dulls the impact quite a bit. What crossover event? And probably the biggest complaint one can levy at Secret Invasion comes from one simple quote. Leading into it, the Disney Plus series was dubbed by actress Kobe Smulders as the first MCU crossover event to hit the streamer. This elevated expectations quite a bit and made sense given the world-altering scale of the source material. Instead of the smaller origin stories of characters focused spinoff, Secret Invasion was seemingly set to be the Avengers level must-watch show that fans have been craving. However, 4 episodes in, and the meaningful crossover has yet to happen. Sure, Don Cheadle's Rhodey joined in on the fun, but one character hopping aboard is not a crossover event in the same cinematic universe that Avengers Endgame happened. Exactly. This is one of the problems that I had in the show. And I got 18 people coming in here. I appreciate you guys for checking in with me. Make sure you get a video a thumbs up if you're just now coming in. But this is one of the things that I've had a problem with this show. You got Rhodey. And I love Don Cheadle. Don Cheadle and Samuel L. Jackson has some great dialogue, but where is everybody else? Where is, where's the cameos from Thor? You know what I mean? Where's the other cameos at? You know what I'm saying? Okay, you don't have Steve Rogers. You can do an old man Steve Rogers. Where's everybody else at? Where's Captain America, Sam Wilson at? Where's the rest of these people? There's nobody in here to give this significant weight where you're feeling like, damn, this is kind of dope. Where's Bucky? Where's anybody? You know what I mean? We gotta have in D-Sizzle with the last 2 episodes, it can't be 38 minutes. If they don't hit the 50-minute mark, I'm talking about, a 58-minute mark or anything like that, we're in trouble. And the reason why we're in trouble is because you can't have a shorter episode and think that's going to wrap everything up. Or you just have one good action piece here, one good action. No, you got to bring this thing home. And if you're going to bring this thing home, you got to have either a hell of a twist. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a hell of a twist. You know what I mean? Like the one that I predicted that Talos is the real villain. He set all of this up. And he allowed, Gravik to be basically it's in spy thrillers, you have all this anarchy going on, right? You have this one character just bringing all this anarchy, kind of like the Joker, the situation they have with the Joker, where all this chaos and all this is going on, right? but in the background, the real villain is rising up and taking it where it needs to be. You know what I mean? And that's the problem. Where is the real villain? Where is this thing taking me? Right now, all I'm seeing is Nick Fury fighting this battle by himself. Where's Captain Marvel at? And again, there's something that I said in this. I said, if Captain Marvel went to 1,000 plus, she said in Endgame, it was in Endgame, at the beginning of Endgame, she said there's thousands of planets that went through the same thing that you went through. So when they're talking about the snap, so I'm going to be busy. You talking about thousands of planets? You couldn't find these green mother lovers? Not one planet? And then again, Talos was the Skrull general. In the second episode, they announced that Gravik was going to be the Skrull general. Who put those other Skrulls in places of power like that? Because it wasn't Gravik. Because he wasn't there yet. So if you don't have the twist that Talos is the main villain and he been playing Nick Fury, if you're going to do the who can you trust, you have to do it where Talos is the main villain and he's been playing Nick Fury this whole entire time. You have to, for it to make a lick of sense on the who can you trust tagline. You have to have that. If you don't, this is a wasted opportunity, wasted series. Let me finish this. With expectations of the in-game style coming together of characters may be a little outlandish, the Secret Invasion comic book storyline features a whole swath of Marvel's best and brightest, i.e. Iron Man, Spider-Man, Captain America, and more. None of them are present in the Disney Plus series. There's nobody here. There's nobody. Secret Invasion could have been great. The most disappointing part of all this is Secret Invasion could have been something special. There are elements of greatness here. The cast is stellar with the likes of Samuel L. Jackson, Bill Middleton, Kingsley Ben-Adir, who's been amazing, Amelia Clark, all being fantastic talents in their own right. The production value is the best that it ever looked in the MCU Disney Plus series, feeling at least from that standpoint much more cinematic than any other Marvel Studios streaming property that came before that. Way better than She-Hulk. And the comic run felt prime for a thrilling TV or film adaptation whenever Marvel Studios got to it. Now that it's here, there is no way to put the genie in the bottle. Marvel has simply squandered one of the best comic storylines, in which will turn out to be simply an okay show. Good even, but not great, like so many people thought it would be. Damn. And I can't disagree with that. I can't disagree with any of that. And the reason why I can't disagree with any of that is because it's true. It's because it's true. And the reason why this is true is because you're going to give this big, now, let's say, for instance, for the sake of argument, this Secret Invasion leads into an actual invasion going into the actual movies. And this was just a telling on how it's basically the one-shot Secret Invasion story that you get before you get to the major event. And then the Secret Invasion goes forward into the Fantastic Four. Would you guys be satisfied with that? If they did it like that, if they actually took the Secret Invasion television series, right, and they boosted it up where you're moving into this category that now from now on, all these scrolls you have no idea. Like, leave it bleak where Talos is alive. He faked his death. He's the Skrull. He's been playing Nick Fury the whole entire time. And now you're about to have the real invasion, right? And then that leads up to, like, Captain America Brave New World, which I think that title sounds, I like New World Order. Brave New World sounds like it sounds so that's like Little Mermaid, Brave New World. Little Mermaid 2, Brave New World, coming soon to a theater near you. I don't like Brave New World. I think that's a terrible, terrible tagline. Yeah, leave it open. So let's say, for the sake of argument, that Talos isn't the villain, which would suck because that'd be waste. If anybody who's watched Ben Mendelsohn in Rogue One, now all my Star Wars fans, Rogue One, Ben Mendelsohn was in Rogue One. Ben Mendelsohn was amazing in Rogue One. Amazing in Rogue One. So, as a villain, he is literally damn near the perfect villain. Why not make him the villain? That way, you can have this secretive. You hear Brave New World is a real Disney name. I think I called it. Say, I'm gonna get to you guys' comments, but I'm over here rolling, right? Reading it. But yeah, just think about it like this. If you have this show, have all these scrolls, you find out that Talos sent all of this in motion before he died. And now you have an opportunity to have all these scrolls out here. But one major scroll that we haven't got to yet, and that's Crit. Is it Crit or the Super Scroll? And he's the one, you know what I'm saying, that you have to worry about. Like Gravik, be cool, get defeated, but is it Crit? It's CRT. It is Crit. Big Crit. So Big Crit comes in, right? You know what I mean? And that's who this sets up the Fantastic Four movie, which I heard from Emergency Awesome. I believe it's Emergency Awesome that they're going to set that movie in the 60s. And I guess there's going to be some time travel shenanigans or whatever. Yeah, Rogue One is awesome, but watch Ben Mendelsohn in Rogue. Ben Mendelsohn is awesome as a villain. He's amazing. So why not make him the villain? Why not do what you got to do? Have him play. Man, wouldn't it be the ultimate betrayal if he played Fury in this whole entire time? And then you can, and then it would make sense for Thunderbolt Ross to be the Norman Osborn character, to have you. It says, remember earlier, Thunderbolt Ross is insignificant. He can be played by anybody. Remember that conversation earlier? Well, in this, Thunderbolt Ross has to take down the Skrull invasion, so that's why you have the Thunderbolts. And then, the Sentry, man, I can write it. Let me be a part of the team. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, Ben Mendelsohn in that is amazing. Hold on, I'm gonna try to get to some of you guys' comments. I'm trying to go back here so I can read some of you guys' comments. And don't forget to watch the show tonight, 7 o'clock. Me, Blue, Mika is saved. She's part of Team America World Police, so she got to go out here and save the world. America, yeah. So she got to do what she got to do. But shout out to her, salute to her, and all the accomplishments she's doing for our country. So she got to do what she got to do. So we respect her, we honor her, and we're gonna make sure to have a good show tonight. Okay. I think okay, yeah, this is where I need to be at. All right, Russos have experience working on TV and Marvel. Is it utilizing them for somewhere? They didn't want to come back. Russo brothers didn't want to come back unless they could do Secret Wars. So that's the reason why the Russo brothers, and plus the Russo brothers was out doing their thing. So that's the reason why that they're not there. But they came out and said that themselves. Phase 4 should have been focused more on Nick Fury and Rhodey. I can see where you're coming from. Why do you think Marvel hasn't brought back the Russo brothers for nothing yet? And again, if they go and they are the ones who do Secret Wars, which they'd be awesome because the Russo brothers are awesome. The Secret Wars would be amazing. That'd be a little comic accurate too. I can see them bringing in T'Challa and all of that. Before this show, Nick hasn't done anything significant since Age of Ultron. He hasn't done anything. Talos being dead sounds sketchy as fuck to me. A Skrull general being that easy to exact. Come on, kid, you with me, son? You with me? There's no way in hell that a guy who's the general of the Skrulls is that easy to take down. No, I don't believe that. 4 episodes in, only 2 episodes left. We only got one big action sequence. Do you think they spent too much time with the new character? The new characters and Fury got lost in the shuffle. I think they spent too much time with dialogue that could have been shown in flashbacks. And I'm gonna give you a prime example of that. Go back and look at Punisher that was on Netflix. A lot of what they said they showed. So you got that gritty feeling like, when Frank's, wife and family was murdered. You know what I mean? So I think they should have went that route. The story is boring. The Skrulls have taken over people that you don't know and don't care about. They should have left with the Skrulls replacing superheroes. I agree with that. I think one of those superheroes should have been T'Challa. But, when I said that, somebody made a video was like, oh man, you can't do, man, Disney they love the character T'Challa so much, they not gonna do that. Even though I would love that, they ain't gonna do that. So this had a budget of 200 million. I'm waiting to see where the money was spent on Skrull shapeshifting. No, all the money was spent with the Skrull in the Shire. That's where all the money went. I can understand the frustration with people who know the comics, but the average viewer doesn't know any better. Exactly. It was spent on hiring Iger again. 99% of the Skrulls in the show stay in human form for a $200 million budget. That's hardly any shape shifting going on. I wish they would have, a lot of them, with makeup, with practical effects. Practical effects goes a long way, and a lot of people don't do practical effects no more. Super Spy Nick Fury has no allies, or a Secret Avenger roster is exactly. That's another thing. You don't have nobody. You got to do this by yourself. That's why I don't think that's the real Nick Fury. This is one of the reasons why I don't. That part, plus no real consistency plan. Nick looks lost in every episode. For some reason, that just doesn't seem like the Nick Fury. That's what I'm saying. The show is weird. And that's why I said either that's a life model decoy or a Skrull or both. Because there's no way that he doesn't have a contingency plan. This is Nick Fury. The spy. What did Tony Stark call him? He's the spy of spies. His secrets have secrets. Leave it open. Don't wrap it up. Yeah, leave it open. When 616 Comet Nick discovered Skrulls have infiltrated the Earth, he went underground and formed his secret warrior squad. He got to do something. Multiple seasons can help recap what's going on in the MCU. Exactly. I agree with that. Excuse me. Brave New World is a real Disney name. It's so Disney. It sounds so dumb. I'm sorry, I don't look like. I think of colonization when I hear Brave New World. Exactly. It just does not. Captain America Brave New World just doesn't sound appealing to me. So let me start wrapping this up. I'm enjoying the show, but it's leaving. I'm trying to get to some of you guys' comments real quick because I got to get out of here. I forgot how long it is. Skrull Invasion film gets in the way of Kang Dynasty. Could. What is it? Old man Cap right now? Exactly. The Rogue One is great. Still the best Disney era. Yes, I agree with you. Come on, kid. We should have another Avengers film by now, dealing with the Skrulls and going to the Kang Dynasty. I do agree. Yeah, MCU dropped the ball. Russo's could have directed Cap 4, made the film something great. Exactly. I feel they should have saved Kang Dynasty for Phase 5 or 6. It's been a mess. I stand on Secret Invasion should have been a Phase 4 plotline. And if they leave it open, then they could. This could be something we don't know because we ain't got there yet. Phase 4 was below average because the MCU didn't have a vision to reorganize the Avengers. The first phase with no team up film, which is a problem. And they basically did Avengers disassemble. That's what they should have did. Say the multiverse stuff for Phase 5 or 6. And again, they try to do Avengers disassemble. I don't know how this is working right now. You got a low budget ass car that came in. It's supposed to be Hulk's family. Where's Hulk? What? Okay. I'm about to be done with this. Anyway, what did you guys think about Secret Invasion? Make sure if you're coming in and watching this for the first time and watching this on a replay, put it in the comment section. But what do you guys think about all of this? You already know what time it is.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
And for all my new subscribers that came in, thank you so very much. Let me tell you about the giveaway, and then we're gonna get up out of here. So, Dre from the past, go ahead and tell them what they could win. What's up? This your man Dre Mac. Want a chance to win a little bit of my money?
Got my money?
Well, all you got to do is like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Go ahead and hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. You know why? Because I'm trying to hit 2,000 subscribers.
Baby needs shoes. My wife needs clothes.
Once I hit 2,000 subscribers, if you like, share, and subscribe to this channel, you will actually have a chance to win a $100 gift card.
Message.
Again, like, share, subscribe, share with your friends. Once I hit 2,000 subscribers, I'm giving away $100. Want a chance to win? All you got to do is do that, and I'll see you on the other side. Hopefully, you're the winner. Oops. Oh, sorry about that. And then once I hit 2,000 subscribers, you have a chance to win a $100 gift card. I thank you guys so very much for sitting around chilling with me again. Like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never, ever miss one of my videos. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace. Oh, God. And vibe higher, man. Have a good rest of your Monday. Where my outro at? If you came to this part of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you want to get a little bit more personal with me, make sure that you follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher.